Alright, hello everyone. We're playing some Scholar today. I think I said in the last video, I haven't really played Scholar a whole lot. So I figured, for daily chores today, let's do some Scholar stuff. And if we have time and energy after all that, we can also do a bit of Copy Factory, because I'm still looking to get some glamours from there. Oh great, the most fun one. Yeah, this is fun, right? So yeah, there's not... Admittedly, there isn't a whole lot you have to do in these alliance raids when healing. I think last time we healed World of Darkness, right? We didn't do a whole lot. So yeah, maybe not the most fun thing in the world, but hey. But I mean, this is kind of like the Final Fantasy XIV life. Like, I know a lot of people like to see me do 14 stuff, but admittedly, I feel like most people, and definitely me, most of what we do is basically just daily stuff like this, just your usual roulettes. You know, maybe I guess you can join some farm groups if you're still looking to get like some mounts and stuff. But I mean, for the most part, there really isn't a whole lot to really work towards that's interesting beyond doing your daily stuff for the day. And the same is really the true for me. So, yeah, 14 videos are pretty much just gonna be a lot of daily stuff. So maybe not the most interesting, but it is indicative of what I actually do in the game. So if you're looking forward to that, then you know what, I'll try and keep these up. But if not, for the most part, I'm gonna be also trying to work on other stuff. Hopefully, maybe like more guides for 14, because I know people like those. But also, I mean, just like while we're in this lull waiting for more content, and admittedly, it is completely understandable why things are delayed right now because of the whole COVID thing and all that. I do think it is way more important that the developers prioritize their safety over getting content out for us. So definitely fine for that. I think that's totally acceptable. I'm not asking them to hurry up or anything like that. It's fine. But considering that we are kind of in this sort of lull waiting for content, that's going to be a much longer wait than it usually is anyway. Definitely gonna try and sink my teeth into other games. I know I'm currently in the middle of Neo 2, so I'm definitely gonna work to finishing that. But we'll see. Nier, that's another thing I wanted to start, is Nier, the original Nier, not Automata, because I picked that up quite a while ago with the intention of playing it, and I just haven't had the time, but I do now. So why not start that soon? We'll see what happens. I should have probably put this all in a different video, me explaining what I'm going to be doing for, the foreseeable future, but oh well. It's fine, doesn't matter that much. I have nothing else to talk about right now anyway, right? Do I have? Yeah, I do. I was about to ask if I had Sacred Soil, but I'm like, of course I have Sacred Soil. I don't know why we're all separated and stuff. I will say, I'm actually really close to finishing all my weapons as well. Super close, so I should be probably done within, like, I don't know, maybe even tomorrow I'll be done. So that'll be nice. I still do actually need to finish getting the gatherer tools. I haven't gotten all of those yet. Fishing is gonna be so fun. Yeah. Most of that grind is over, and we're just waiting until the next patch, which I'm looking forward to. It's nice having that sort of thing to work towards. And considering that I kind of skipped out on Eureka because it just didn't interest me, it's nice that this is definitely much more up my alley in terms of what I like to grind for. Is our white mage here? Where the hell's our white mage? This is gonna be fun. I don't have emergency tactics, so you know, healing all of these people without, you know, an actual healer sucks. I don't know what the hell our white mage is doing. That's nice. Good on you, white mage. Didn't say anything about going AFK or anything. Oh, our white mage finally made it. I don't know if Sacred Soil actually helps with the damage from these skeletons either. We should be fine now. I may attempt to start streaming again as well. You know, it makes some of these like daily you know, daily grinds a bit more, you know, interesting, I guess, than usual. I mean, the whole reason why I stopped was because it got way too, like, YouTube changed their live streaming platform, and it's so frustrating trying to get it to work. And I mean, there's always the option of, you know, trying to start fresh on Twitch, which seems nice, but I don't have the I don't really have the energy to try and build that up right now. I'm still busy with other things as well, so I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future we'll try that out. I'm sure it'll be much more preferable than trying to get YouTube's streaming to actually work, which is much more of a headache than it really should be, honestly. Why are we... Well, no, guys, come back. Why? What is happening? Can you please just... What are you guys... Whatever, it's fine, it doesn't matter. Just, as long as 4 people are on here, I don't care. No, you guys need to come back again. I don't know what you guys are doing, but you need to stop. Surprisingly, no one's yelled at B yet. Like, usually people would be really pissed off by now. Maybe they don't have the energy. By the way, I hope everyone had a nice Mother's Day. I didn't really do anything with my mother today. There wasn't a whole lot we could really do. Usually we go out to, like, you know, dinner and stuff. Obviously it's a bit tough to do that sort of thing nowadays, but just kind of stayed home. Homemade cooking. You guys need to really stop walking off this platform, please. Like, it's not that difficult. Just stay on the platform. I am amazed that, 1, nobody yelled at anybody, and 2, the fact that C was able to kill theirs as quickly as they did, considering how terrible my party was at staying on the platform. It's also getting hotter, which sucks. Because, I mean, my office area is just like all stuff, all heat generating machinery. It's just, you know, it's terrible. I mean, I could like, right, we don't have it, but I could, like, have fans and stuff going, but I mean, don't really want to do that, especially if I'm recording. But, to be honest, it's a much cooler day than it was yesterday. Yesterday being Saturday. today being Sunday, and the day you are seeing this probably being Monday. Well, to be fair, the day that this is posted, because I mean, technically, once it's posted, you can watch it at any point, right? So it doesn't necessarily, like, maybe it is Sunday again when you're watching this. I don't know. I'm just talking. I have gotten surprisingly good at talking to myself about random stuff. It's amazing. I guess if you do this for long enough, that just tends to happen. I mean, how long have I been doing this? Since, like, middle school? I was terrible at it when I first started, by the way. Like, those first couple channels I started, terrible. I think I remember, like, a year ago, I went back and watched, some of my older videos. Because those channels are still up, I'm pretty sure. Unless, I don't know, some stuff I got posted got copyright claimed and it all got shut down. I don't know, I don't really keep up with it much anymore. But, yeah, I remember going back and watching it. I was terrible. Definitely did not sound more natural at all. But I mean, back then it was definitely much more like this whole sort of form of entertainment was definitely much more in its infancy back then. You know, not a whole lot of people knew what they were doing. I mean, nowadays, you know, there's plenty of channels out there who are dedicated to this type of content, right? Like let's play streams and all that stuff. So I mean, you know, you can find plenty of other people trying to do this thing, but back then that was we were really sort of in the period of not really knowing what the hell was going on. So yeah, I don't know. It was still a fun time. It was a nice learning experience. Cringy to go back and, you know, retroactively look at what I've done in the past, but it was a learning experience. So, you know, I'm fine. I'm gonna stay right here because every time I walk forward, someone usually messes up and then everyone starts targeting me. And especially since I have a Faerie, I'm not gonna risk it. It doesn't matter that much anyway. You can actually walk forward. You can walk forward and then go, like, pivot to, like, the northeast or the northwest and you'll be fine. But usually someone messes that up and just accros everything anyway. Nice one. Are we missing people? Yeah. I don't... I hate... I hate it when they do this. I'm tempted to just rescue these people over to where they're supposed to be. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I took a pretty long hiatus. Like, to be fair, like this past, I'd say like year and a half. I mean, just I've been going through some stuff. So like, I've been really busy at work, but I'm not working at Amazon anymore. Thank goodness. They are not a fun company to work at. I have really bad experiences working there. I would not recommend working there unless you're just really, you know, in need of an easy job. That the hiring requirements to get hired there is really simple. I'm pretty sure most people could get hired there if you really wanted to, but I would not recommend going there for long term unless you're planning to really climb the corporate ladder or just, you know, spending maybe a couple months there while you look for a better job, because I definitely would not recommend permanently working there because it sucks. At one point, I did consider making a video, like, sort of detailing my terrible experiences working there. But, nah. Especially at this point in time when most people are just, you know, kind of having a tough time trying to find work in general. It's like, nah. It's not the time for that. Maybe at some point later, but it's really not the time. But, you know, I was busy with work, going through plenty of, you know, more personal things. outside of just working as well. So yeah, I don't know. I was just not really making a whole lot of content in the quantity or quality that I would have enjoyed. So I am kind of glad to sort of be pushing myself to sort of get back into the swing of things, so to speak. Because normally I would have been like, all right, well, I posted a 5.5 hour video the other day. I don't need to work on it. And then it's like all of a sudden, you know, a few days pass. Like, oh, well, I posted that video a few days ago, and then a few more days pass, and then another week passes, and then all of a sudden it's been a month, and then that's usually what ends up happening. It's like, well, I posted something the other day. You know, I don't feel like, you know, working towards making anything else. You know, I can take my time, but it's like, nah. The thing about YouTube is that it's very momentum based. You know, you stop posting, and then all of a sudden you just kind of fall off the face of the earth in terms of how YouTube sort of treats you algorithmically. Is that, I'm not even sure if that's a word, but basically how the YouTube algorithm sort of treats you is kind of dependent on how consistent you are. It's very momentum based. So take a break for a month. Basically what ended up happening is why a lot of my motivation sort of waned for like the past year or so, is that at some point I took a break because, you know, I was just I'd been posting so much. Like there was a period where I was literally posting like two or maybe even 3 videos like a day, and I don't know, I just kind of reached the point where it's like just kind of, you know, got burnt out on it, which happens to a lot of YouTubers. It's a very common thing. You work very hard, you put out a lot of stuff, and eventually you just kind of, you know, need to take a breather, and it's perfectly understandable. But what ended up happening was, after I took that break, it just kind of like momentum just sort of fell off when I actually did return. That my motivation to sort of get back into it kind of just wasn't really there, because it felt like I just wasn't performing as well as I used to. Why is it pointing this way? Just and yeah, that's kind of where I was at, despite the fact that I've been having so much more fun with Shadowbringers as opposed to Stormblood. And Stormblood was, you know, it was fine. It wasn't terrible at all. But the fact that I've been enjoying this expansion so much more, and the fact that I posted so much less, it's weird. So yeah, I don't know. And it's kind of a weird time to be getting back into 14 in particular, just because there isn't a whole lot to do right now other than work towards the weapons, which I'm already, you know, practically finished with. So yeah, I mean, hopefully work on towards other games. I know a whole lot of people aren't really that interested in it, but you know, it's fun. And I think another thing that I've just kind of realized, I've needed to sort of re-realize again, is that it's not always just about, you know, the views and satisfying everyone else. Sometimes it's just about having fun, because that was the whole point of starting this whole thing in the first place. I mean, back when I started YouTube, back, what, a decade ago, making money was not ever something on my mind. You know, I was just like, well, you know, it's a fun thing to do. And back then I made guides as well too. It wasn't for like Final Fantasy, obviously, because that wasn't even a thing back then. Man, I do not trust this at all. I don't know. We're not gonna do it, guys, and we're all gonna die now. Good job. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. It was bound to happen. It's okay. Things happen. That's the thing about Labyrinth of the Ancients too, is that you just get a sort of a mixed signal with this, because there's some people's like, well, you can burn it, but then there's some people's like, well, you know, be safe. And I think I mentioned before, I lean more towards being safe, because I mean, it takes less time to, you know, do an extra phase that takes 30 seconds and to restart the whole fight. And especially, I mean, sometimes you just don't have people who are performing well, and you just don't actually have the DPS anyway. But oh well, here we are again. But what did I make stuff on? I think it was Call of Duty. I played a lot of Call of Duty back in the day, and zombies was my thing. This was like World at War, Black Ops 1 times. So I mean, nowadays there's a ton of really big established zombie content creators, but back then there was barely any who put up quality guides. So it's like, yeah, well, I'll be the one to do it. And yeah, I saw a little bit of success back in the day, and it was fun. But I didn't stick with it. I'm kind of curious, honestly, if I had stuck with it, how successful I could have been. But who knows nowadays? And you know, I kind of fell out of the sort of Call of Duty craze. Like, I played the most recent ones, but I never really stuck with them. I don't know, I've just kind of grown out of PvP games in general, if I'm being honest. So Call of Duty just isn't really my thing. And what made Call of Duty fun, I feel like, was just playing with my friends. And once everyone had sort of quit Xbox Live, which is where I played most of my games back when I was in middle and high school, was the Xbox 360. I just kind of I don't know, just kind of stopped really enjoying multiplayer PvP games like that, because I don't know, just, they weren't as fun. Are we gonna do this again? You guys, like, I don't understand. I don't understand what you guys are doing. Everyone's like, alright guys, don't run. So, alright, and then everyone ran. You guys are just... I don't understand you guys at all. This is fun. Man, can we just go to expert? Like, I don't even need to do this anymore, if I'm being honest. Like, I did all 10 of these the other day. It was fun while it lasted, which was, you know, about 6 hours. I feel like I've had my fill of all of these older Alliance raids. I could do Copy Factory forever though, honestly. I'm so looking forward to Puppet's Bunker. I like how someone from A just left, just straight up. I'm gonna put Eos just right there. Oh, I crit. I was like, what is that? What is that symbol? I forgot. Adloquium has a separate shield thing when it crits now. This claw's gonna screw everybody up. I mean, just stand in it. It doesn't do anything, trust me. Okay, well, don't kill the claw then. It's not like we need this DPS or anything. Goodness. Get me so far out of this. Thank you. Alright. What was I even doing? I don't even remember. Hey, look, turn 3's on here. That's fun. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Look, this even gives me 500 poetics. That's easy, easy. Alright, look, I need or 5 more weapons, I think. Hold on, let me take a look here. I need like all of these tank ones. I need the Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight. I think I need Summoner and I need Dragoon. So I need 5 weapons. I need 20, and I have how much on me right now? I have 15. So that's 1250 poetics. And I'm at 465, and I'm gonna get 500 once I complete this. So it's like, yeah, I'm done. I'm practically done. I'll get this done tomorrow. I'll have all the weapons. It'll be good. Easy. Alright, what are we doing now? Let's just do expert. Let's get that out of the way. I totally, like, my overall disappointment of wiping twice to Labyrinth of the Ancients totally fried my brain. So if I was in the middle of discussing something earlier, I apologize because I have no idea what it was. I know we talked briefly about Call of Duty and how I didn't like PvP games that much anymore. I think I finished my thoughts on that. It's very possible I didn't. I'll have to watch the video back and see. Also probably why I don't enjoy PvP much in this game either. Man, I used to be so into PvP games when I was younger. Back in high school I played so many. Nowadays it's just like, nah, I'd just rather just do plain old single player, or at least, you know, cooperative. That's just sort of my thing. Okay, I totally don't remember how to play Scholar at level 80. So this will be fun. Alright, that's the thing I have, XCOG. I also have the thing that guarantees a crit. I totally forgot what all of these abilities go. I know what they do, I just don't remember. Scholar has some weird names on their things, alright? Oh yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna be doing shorter videos when it's hotter, cause it just, oh man, especially games that make my PC freaking melt. Definitely. Oh, it's even worse when I have to do PS4 games, cause then I have the heat from my PS4 and my PC. I'm so glad we got this one too. I am so over the Grand Cosmos. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the Grand Cosmos. It's not even that bad of a dungeon. I've done it so much at this point. And there's a couple of annoying mechanics in it, like you'd be surprised how much I still wipe to people burning all the furniture prematurely. I guess that's not really that surprising. Also, I just realized, double melee, that almost never happens. Monks, holy crap. That's rare. I almost never see monks anymore. It's funny, because monks are super powerful still. It just I guess everyone's just kind of not really about the monk life anymore. You can have that. I like how we both put Galvanize and Blackest Night up way too late for it to matter. Also, it's been so long since I've done these dungeons with normal audio as well. Like usually I have my own stuff playing or like a video in the background. Totally forgot that they had this version of Insatiable in the boss fights. Actually, it's better for me to use Art of War for this. That's weird. Usually the DPS focused the first one down first. This group wanted to split them up. And it is Squib. Isn't that like a Harry Potter thing? That's like a magical person who can't actually use magic, right? Like Harry Potter? That's a squib, right? That's a thing. Is squib a real word? I always assumed that was just something they made up for Harry Potter among all the other stuff they've made up for Harry Potter. That or it could just be completely misremembering. Wouldn't be the first time. Don't want to be standing here. Ah, well, didn't really matter much in the end, did it? Might as well put an Art of War down, huh? You guys, I like how they just made it worse. It's like, yeah, well, we'll just keep pushing. Oh man, this is a mess. Oh right, I keep forgetting that Lucid is not in the same spot as it is on my other healers. Because I put Aether Flow there instead on Scholar. Also, I keep forget to use my what is this even called again? Recitation, recitation. Recitation makes more sense, right? I'm assuming that's what that word is referring to, as in the act of reciting something. Not too far. Oh, wow. I love the little twirl you do when you cast Biolysis. It's my favorite animation on Scholar nowadays. Man. Just used Shadow Wall, right? That's the one, right? My Aeos follow me, yeah. Sometimes I forget I put Aeos down, and then I'll forget. I forget, and then we'll move on, and then I'll notice as we're in the middle of this really huge trash pull that, hey, wait, I left Aeos back in the boss room, and now she's gone. And then it's all bad. Hey, this pull freaking sucks, by the way. Like, if you pull all the way, which it's doable, but what ends up happening is that the spawns that happen from these crystals will end up targeting someone else, whether that be the healer or a DPS, and it is just horrible to deal with as a healer. Someone usually ends up dying. This is gonna suck. Alright, do one of these. One of these. Definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna focus completely on healing. See? What did I say? These things are targeting me. Tank. There he goes. You got one of them. Yo, maybe you shouldn't have used Shadow Wall in the boss, my friend. There he goes. There's Shadow Wall. I guess you technically do have Living Dead. Oh, well, hey, thanks for the mantra too. That actually does help. Usually DPS tend to forget to use things like that. Like, it's very rare that you see bards cast Nature's Min, which is extremely helpful, by the way. If you have it, use it. Also, any ranged DPS using things like Shield Samba, Tactician, Troubadour on trash pulls, extremely helpful. Though you don't need it for the bosses, and even if you did, they'll be back up in time, trust me. Okay, that was actually fairly smooth. I've seen much messier pulls, full pulls of this room. It sucks. Can I put this in the middle? Will she be fine in the middle? I'm just gonna put it in the middle, see what happens. Yeah, you have Blackest Night, you'll be fine. Blackest Night is so ridiculously strong. I love it. Oh, he went south this time. I forgot that he can do that. I think that she's too far away. I think I just need to constantly be moving her. You know, there was really no reason for you to eat that. Alright. Did we make it in time? Oh, hey, look, we did. Nice. I'm gonna do this the safe way. I always prefer doing this the safe way. You can do it the ballsy way, which is if you just kind of move in between them. These guys all look like they attempted to and just failed miserably. That, or they just decided to eat it anyway, which is, you know, I guess fine. Move back for the water geyser things. Can't believe they bought this back from Sostasha, man. Well done. Man, we've only been recording for like 45 minutes, and it's hot. I mean, imagine how my poor computer must be feeling. Let's see. How are we on tomes, by the way? So tomorrow we do another expert that puts us at 370. Yeah, this is perfect. We'll get 370 from doing expert tomorrow. We'll get another 50 for doing an alliance raid, which puts us at 420. Blaze it. And then we get 15 from today and 15 from for tomorrow for doing these Pixie tribe quests. Also, we could do copied factory as well, which I don't know. I really wanted to do a run today, but it is hot. Let's see. I'm still looking for a caster glamour, so we kind of have to go on a caster. As much fun as it would be to heal this. I don't know, we'll do one run of this. That sounds like fun. I forgot how much I like the Il Magnite theme. It was really fun going through Shadowbringers story for the first time. It's almost been a whole year. That's crazy to think about, but it's actually almost been a whole year since then. 10 months, pretty much. But man, it was super fun doing that. Hopefully next expansion is just as good, because man, that was great. Alright. I'm probably not gonna edit this, by the way. Like, I know I edited the last one, but it's like more work from me, right? And it's hot, so the sooner I can get away from my desk, the better, honestly. Plus there isn't really. I mean, I guess there is a bit as I'm currently in the downtime. I was like, there isn't that much downtime. Oh, this is clams. Never mind. Lambs, Tail of Roe. One thing that I did consider is picking back up the Let's Play. The thing about the Let's Play is that I don't know. I mean, it was fun, but I'm not sure how many people are still interested in it. But I guess I wouldn't be too opposed to it. And I mean, that's a ton of content on the table, honestly. There's a lot to get through when it comes to a lot of that older content, not just the story too. I mean, there's plenty of dungeons. I'm not sure how getting through the raids would be. Like Alliance raids is gonna be fine, but getting through like Alexander or Omega probably wouldn't work out that well. I guess it'd be fine. You just, you know, the same thing, go through roulette and you should be fine. You just they wouldn't be anywhere as fun as they used to be, just because you just blow past through most of them anyway. Alexander was a ton of fun. Great music too. Fantastic music in Alexander. What am I doing? Wait, this is on the surface. Hey, don't mind me, just in a bed, underwater, flying, floating, swimming. Never mind. I'm still holding out that one of these expansions we're gonna get burrowing. Too far away. What? Oh well. No. Proportionally, my bed was technically closer, but I guess if we're just determining where my body was, we really need to get this queue because I'm just talking about nonsense at this point. That tends to happen. It also might just be because you know, the climate, weather, hot, very spicy. I've always wondered that too. It's a completely random thought. Why is spiciness considered or associated with heat? I mean, I guess because just the body reaction to eating spice, maybe it rises, like, yeah, your body temperature rises. That could be it. I don't know. And also you associate a lot of the like reactions that your body has to eating spicy foods to being hot, maybe. Look, man, I'm asking the real questions that's on no one's mind except mine. I was gonna say everyone's mind. That's not true. No one thinks about stupid things like this except me. For a second one. Nope. Wait, I technically did this already this week, didn't I? Oh, I didn't. When did I do this? Did I do this on Monday? Yeah, I think I did this on Monday. So I am gonna get my free material, which is nice. I mean, obviously, I mean, I'm really hurting for Gil, so that free material just comes in clutch. Honestly, considering whether or not I actually need to keep doing this, because I'm gonna get so many poetics that I'm not gonna need. I guess it's worth capping poetics again, right? Because I'm assuming that we're not going to need strictly poetics for the second step as well, because that would be kind of dumb. I imagine poetics will still play a role in it. I wonder if the uncapped tome of the current expansion will ever play a part in the weapons. Because usually that's how it was. Like the uncapped of the current thing was what you used to get weapons, but lore-wise that doesn't make any sense, right? Because we're the tomes that we get, the Phantasmagoria, is from the first. So it wouldn't make sense that we need currencies from the first to use to get weapons that are on the source, you know? It's the same sort of thing with how you trade in your Cinder Drift tokens into Mordona or Revenstow instead of going to Yulmore. Because technically, you know, Cinder Shadows. Wait, no, wait. That's Fire Emblem. Cinder Drift. Cinder Drift is technically on the source, and not on the first. So it wouldn't make sense to go to Yulmore to trade in those totems because, you know, it's not part of the first. So yeah, that's just, we're creating a lot of issues with the sort of lore behind this thing. But admittedly, it would be nice to be able to use Phantasmagoria for stuff because there's nothing to use it on right now, really. didn't think that this queue was going to take that long because it's Copied Factory and everyone loves Copied Factory. But here we are. Should have just ended this video at 45 minutes, man. I mean, I still could. I could end the video and cut this part out and no one would be the wiser. But I have principles.